What's up, Cutco peeps? My name's Dylan Barrow.
Remington Ramsey here.
Danielle Wilcox.
Hey, I'm Elliot John.
My name's Jay Edwards.
My name is Chris Gibson.
My name is Alexis Osting.
My name is Tyler Yessa.
My name is Drake.
I started selling Cutco after my freshman year at Ball State.
June of 2008.
Started J Program of 2008.
I started selling Cutco in the summer of 2014.
And 2018, at that time I was going to Ivy Tech. Now I go to Ball State.
I started selling Cutco in the summer of 2016, right after I graduated from Fishers High School.
In 2009, summer of 2009, specifically, right after I graduated high school.
Attending Anderson University at the time.
The summer of 2012. I had just graduated high school and I was about to go to the Ohio State University.
For college at Andrews University, small school in southwestern Michigan.
Winter break, sophomore year, while attending Indiana University. I have a degree in biology with a minor in criminal justice.
I was a finance major.
I was a health science major. I ended up changing that to consumer finances down the road.
I went to Cathedral High School. I now go to Morehouse College, and I'm an accounting Spanish double major.
It was after my sophomore year at Wabash College, where I swam and was a biology major.
I was studying pre-pharmacy.
The major in nursing.
I've held many different positions that TLA set me up for.
I was a sales rep just like anybody else. Got promoted to an assistant manager after working really hard and getting into TLA.
Assistant manager, pilot sales manager.
Assistant manager.
Summer of 2015, I ran the Kokomo branch office. And summer of 2016, I was pilot sales manager.
Branch manager ×2.
Assistant manager and branch manager position.
A DRM.
I got into the Leadership Academy that fall and I ran a couple branches. I was a district sales manager, I was a pilot sales manager.
And PSM.
Also served as an assistant manager.
I was an assistant manager. I later became a branch manager in my own office. Then a pilot sales manager, a senior branch manager, and a district manager.
I sold as much as I could so I could graduate debt-free.
Just graduated from the Indiana University School of Medicine this year.
As you can see, I am now a police officer.
I'm a project manager with Epic Systems in Madison, Wisconsin.
I just took a job with PepsiCo.
Incoming orthopedic surgery resident at Southern Illinois.
This experience opened up several doors for me in the world of marketing and getting to blend healthcare in with that.
I'm in solar energy development as a regional manager with IGS Energy.
Started a magazine here in Indianapolis, and now we're pretty much in every state.
Now I'm an account executive with a company called Brighton Hospice.
A regional director for a company called Lutronic. I cover about 21 states. I have other medical sales reps underneath me.
I also get to travel the world for the projects that I work on. I have my own office. Well, everybody that I graduated with, other than the people that are working with Cutco, are in cubicles.
I'm going to be in a sales management role.
And because of all that experience, I am where I am today.
A huge amount of the credit goes to Vector and the Leadership Academy and training me and developing me into the leader that I am today.
It was really exciting. I wouldn't trade that experience for the world.
Cutco helped shape my entrepreneurial pursuits better than any other class.
Cutco taught me a lot of things, like how to manage relationships with clients.
The leadership aspect of not only being able to prove the concept of selling a product or service, but then also being able to sell others and lead others to do what you did.
And these are the skills that I've developed, and here's how I've used them. And that was super, super valuable as well.
I love my job. I'm very happy, and I would not be here. I wouldn't be close to this if it wasn't for the experience that I had at Vector, and especially in the Leadership Academy.
I was sort of an average applicant as far as GPA and that sort of stuff, but as soon as the interview came around, I was like, I got this, no problem. And I think that that's really what helped me get into medical school.
TLA helped me get there 100%.
It really was the foundation for a lot of success in my life.
TLA is really what took all the experiences that I had in my rep summer and really distilled them down into really the useful and marketable skills.
During my interview process, being able to say that I held all these positions, that I was a top rep, I was a top branch, to be able to say that I interviewed and trained sales reps.
Learn not just how to sell knives, but then also to market myself.
Ultimately, it set me up to be extremely good candidate in a very competitive field.
I interviewed against people from Ivy League schools like Harvard and Yale, local powerhouses like Notre Dame and Northwestern, and I went to Ball State.
Everyone gets internships. At Ohio State it was mandatory in a lot of majors.
And I was kind of nervous talking to my dad about that because he was like, oh, maybe get a business internship at Lilly or something like that. And I kind of told him I was thinking about branching, and he's like, well, tell me more about it. And I did, and he was like, no, go do that. And so you need to go do this TLA thing so then you can go do that.
Stay for 4 years, and grow from a sales representative to an assistant to running my own office twice and showing the improvement from one summer to the next, that was the real thing that had an impact.
Compared to the experience that I had over the years at Vector and running my own business and helping recruit and train and everything, it didn't really compare.
Even years later, this year when I was applying for my residencies to be an orthopedic surgeon, these experiences came up on my CV and people would tell me about that.
My first interview process, I had 1,200 applicants applying for 2 openings, and I was competing against police officers that had been cops for 5, 10, 15 years.
The most rewarding experience that really catapulted me.
I made it into the top 60 in my first interview process without any field experience.
It doesn't matter what your major is. I have friends that were engineers or doctors or whoever. Every single person will benefit.
My next interview process, I was selected.
Pretty clear that everything that I've learned in the Leadership Academy and through the Vector experience has not only translated really well to what I do now, but most importantly, it's actually the reason I'm so good at what I do now.
There was 100 applicants and I was in the top 3 and was selected.
And the experience should set your resume apart to really be at the top of the stack in almost every scenario, especially right out of college.
I would definitely say that a lot of what I did with Cutco definitely translates into what I do now.
My major isn't related to my job. The only reason that I got hired to do what I'm doing now is because of Cutco.
I loved my 4 years there. It definitely helped me to be where I am. And
I can't really speak highly enough of the TLA experience.
And it's going to give you experience that nothing else can, no matter what that internship is or how good the company is. I've been there. A lot of my friends had those types of internships, and I can promise you that my resume looked a lot better afterwards.
I definitely wouldn't be here without my Vector and Cutco experience. And TLA was a huge part of that.
Any of you that have the opportunity to participate in TLA, I would say do whatever you can this summer to try and stand out and be selected as a candidate.
Being in your seat and working for Cutco gives you the ability to compete for any job in the world.
You have to prove yourself. And that's an opportunity that Vector and the Leadership Academy gave me. And because of that, I have my dream job now.
Yeah, thanks Cutco.